Shut up and sit down.
If I were a millionaire essay. Essay on If I were a millionaire for students and children in English. We often hear elderly people advising the young ones to forget the past, ignore the future, and care for the present. But there is hardly anyone who has no ambition for a higher status than the present one. This constant struggle for a higher position sticks to man till the last day of his life. This is true of every human being, right from the man in the street to the most celebrated personality of the world. This struggle is essential for achieving more pious objectives in life. I belong to the middle strata of Indian society. I can never think of earning millions of rupees. But God has His ways. Who knows? I might win a lottery, and if I ever win it, I cannot say whether I would be able to enjoy it. Let me suppose that I am fortunate to win a lottery of millions of rupees. I shall try to spend it most judiciously so that I can derive maximum pleasure out of it. My colleagues advise me that, first of all, I should try to improve my living conditions. I should have a huge mansion to live in, a car for the family, and gadgets used in modern living. But my concept of life is quite different. Instead of improving my lot, I am much more interested in uplifting the poor masses of the country. India is a developing country. Many people in India hardly get 2 square meals a day. How could they enjoy the comforts and luxuries of life? They are poorly fed and ill clad. A large number of these people live in villages where the main occupation is agriculture. In villages, the old bullock carts are still used, though the advanced countries have adopted mechanized farming. I shall offer them loans at a very nominal interest to enable them to purchase tractors, fertilizers, and better seeds. This scheme would save the villagers from the wicked village moneylenders and would also increase their agricultural production levels. I shall invest a good portion of money in setting up a hospital with all the modern amenities. I shall also employ highly qualified doctors. This hospital would run for the poor masses. The rich classes could donate generously for this noble cause. This can save poor people from the jaws of death. Therefore, if I become a millionaire, my sole objective would be to utilize this money for the greatest good of the greatest number of people. To help the poor, feed the hungry, nurse the sick, and improve the plight of the people would be my major objective. Many people, particularly villagers, have no means of recreation. I would spend a part of my wealth for providing means of recreation to the poor. I would open various social and educational centers in the rural areas of the country. I am pained to learn that there is no adequate provision for supporting orphans and widows. I would therefore open new centers for widows and orphans. They would work and earn their livelihood honorably. This would certainly protect the interest of our downtrodden masses. There would be people who would jeer and mock at the utter foolishness of spending millions of rupees in this manner. Probably they do not realize that a man gets spiritual happiness by helping the poor, and this joy is much truer than the sensual pleasures that one gets from the money he possesses. Money spent in an aforementioned manner would give me solace and peace of mind in case I become a millionaire.